This 1-carat diamond took the Earth a billion years to make. A store will sell it to you for about $4,600. This stone is its twin. Same carbon, same cut, same fire, except a machine grew it in 3 weeks, and it costs about $450. They're identical. Chemically, physically, optically identical. A jeweler can't tell them apart without a lab machine. So why does the mined one cost 10 times more? Because the price was never about the stone, and the empire that wrote that story is being sold for parts right now. Stay with me. This is marked up. Start with the empire. For most of the 20th century, one company, De Beers, controlled up to 90% of the world's rough diamonds. It didn't just mine them. When rivals struck new deposits, De Beers bought their stones and locked them in London vaults, releasing just enough to keep prices climbing. Scarcity wasn't discovered. It was scheduled, and you couldn't just buy rough diamonds. A hand-picked list of dealers got invited to sites, a sealed box of stones at a non-negotiable price. Take the box or lose your invitation. Then came a demand side. In 1947, an ad agency wrote 4 words, "A diamond is forever," and invented the rule that a ring should cost 2 months of your salary. Before those ads, roughly 1 American bride in 10 wore a diamond. By the end of the century, 8 in 10. Then the machine arrived. Reactors that grow real diamond. Carbon settling onto a seed crystal, layer by layer, a finished stone in a few weeks. As the reactors scaled up, wholesale lab diamond prices collapsed, down about 90% in the jewelry trade. Today, growing a 1-carat stone costs a few $100s, about $300 at the efficient end. That is the honest floor under every diamond ad you've ever seen. And buyers noticed. This year, 61% of American engagement rings carry a lab-grown center stone. The copy isn't the alternative anymore, it's the default. The empire fought back with everything it had. Real is rare ad campaigns, detection machines on every big counter, and Lightbox, De Beers' own lab diamond line, priced deliberately cheap to make the rival look like costume jewelry. It lost over $100 million and closed last spring. None of it worked. Now the scoreboard. This January, De Beers cut its rough prices so deep that its effective price index sits a quarter below last year. Its owner has written nearly $7 billion off De Beers' books and is selling the company for less than half what it was worth in 2022. Forever lasted about a century. But check your receipt. A lab stone that leaves the grower at a few $100s still lands in the display case at $1,000 or more. Even De Beers complains that retailers keep lab prices high. In its own words, to maintain high retail margins. The markup didn't die. It moved up the counter. One more truth before you shop. Resale. A natural diamond buys back at 20 to 50 cents on the dollar. A lab stone, near zero. Supply never stops growing. Neither one is an investment. It's jewelry. So what are you actually buying? Exactly what 1947 sold your great-grandparents, a symbol. That part still works. It just doesn't have to cost 2 months' salary anymore. And if your heart wants the mined stone anyway, good news. The crash is your discount. Natural prices are the lowest they've been this century. 2 identical diamonds. A billion years, or 3 weeks. The only difference left is the story, and now you know exactly what the story costs. If this saves somebody a 2-month salary mistake, send it to them, and the like button is right there. This is marked up.